We help fix broken blokes and we help turn lights back on. We do that and we harness that in some people who've been through some horrific times and help them find a new future. And we do it through engaging in sport, and our chosen sport is motorsport, and the industry that sits behind it is the automotive industry. And happily, it's proving quite effective. My name's James Cameron. I was formerly in the British Army for a while, and now I run the Forces Motorsport charity, which is called Mission Motorsport. I've got a bit of a background in motorsport and have always used that in the past to try and raise money for good causes, and service charities, being a serviceman, were the thing that was quite close to my heart. I had a hard tour of Afghanistan in 2010 through into 2011, and a lot of my guys were injured on that tour, and I really wanted to do something for them when we returned. I was very much focused on the duty of care about getting it right for the blokes. The military, the MOD, has a big duty of care for those who choose to serve. And it's a difficult thing to get right when things aren't going well for them and they find themselves having to leave the forces through reasons which are outside their control. You've got to really ignite something, passion in people who've really had the stuffing kicked out of them in a lot of ways. And almost accidentally, I think we happened on a really good way of doing it.
I'm ex-services Royal Navy. I was in the Fleet Air Arm for 6 years. I've been out for 10 years now as a veteran on what I can only say is a lot of painkillers, and not really been part of much, to be honest, since I came out of the services, because being disabled, you're quite limited. Access to events and doing exciting things is limited.
I got injured back in 2006 in Iraq. I was with the Royal Anglian Regiment. I lost my left leg in an IED.
I served with the RAF Regiment, and then when my initial injury happened, I had acute compartment syndrome in both legs. I've had in excess of 25-30 operations now on my legs. Got an implant in my spine to maintain the nerve pain, and it effectively leaves me unable to feel my legs from the knee down. And then I heard through the chains with Help for Heroes and everything about Mission Motorsport, and I thought, love cars, let's go give it a go. And that was how I ended up there.
Before I got involved in Mission Motorsport, I was at home playing Xbox, not really doing much. Just wondering what I want to do with myself. Thought about, I was into my cars, not massively, but it's something that I enjoyed. So I thought, let me have a look down that avenue.
We now formally do two things on behalf of Defence. We're the coordinators of Recovery Motorsport, and we also, as a part of this organisation I'm sort of wearing on my sleeve, the Recovery Career Services, find opportunities for the wounded, injured and sick into the automotive industry. And one thing kind of quite nicely leads on into the other. So the shiny things like the stuff that's behind me, it's because the boys love fast cars and fast bikes. So this gets them off the sofa, gets them engaged, but what you do is you harness some of that real potential that exists in them that they don't almost see themselves, and then find a good outlet for it. We're very much helped the fact that the UK automotive industry is in such an amazingly good place at the moment.
Mission Motorsport do not just driving stuff or mechanical, they get you into jobs. They get you basically back on your feet, figure of speech, so then you could wake up in the morning for a reason and not basically lying in your bed wondering what you want to do. I've got to say Mission Motorsport's probably the best charity that I know for injured troops by far.
It's given me the drive again, the ambition, being back around military lads, being part of a team, meaning something again, and that's massive.
Basically, a friend of mine told me about Help for Heroes and that they could help us from the Royal Navy. And I went along to the Help for Heroes house, had some help and advice there, and they told me about James Cameron and Mission Motorsport, and eventually went to a track day at Goodwood probably 6 weeks ago, and just got invited to be part of the team. They had no idea where I was from motorsport wise or what I was capable of. They just said, get involved. So I did.
We started off doing drift days and everything, and then a thing came along about learning how to do some stunt stuff with Terry Grant. So we thought, well, where can we go from here? And Terry just said, well, you guys, do a show, kind of thing. So basically, we start with small stuff, i.e. J-turns and handbrake parking, drifting around the cone. And then it just grew from there. So we started doing some precision driving stuff, crossovers, snaking, following each other really close behind, and then just like formation driving. What we like to do is get everyone, the team involved in the routine, so it's their routine as opposed to my routine, it's our routine. And then we just put it in a show and people seem to like it.
Working with Lionel, working with Davey, I'm not an amputee, but they help you realise things, and then you talk to them about your injuries and you find that your injuries can cross over actually, and you can help each other. You've experienced something similar to them. You build this incredible bond back up that you had with the lads in unit, and you've just all got that same passion just to go nuts.
And it's not the buzz of them helping me out, it's the buzz that I've delivered what they've been working hard for me to be doing. Like finishing on podiums and finishing top 3 in the championship. They've been working the backsides off just to get the car on the grid. And when I'm on the grid with the car, it's not if I'm doing nothing with it, I'm able to achieve what they've done to the car for me to push at the front. So Mission Motorsport, it's all about that military relationship, innit? Everybody's for everybody.
We don't do motorsport for the same reason that everybody else does motorsport. We don't do it for the purpose of the event. We'll go and do motorsport in order to meet recovery goals for the individuals who are taking part. So it has to benefit them in some way. There has to be some sort of higher purpose. But inevitably, we're pretty competitive by our nature. We've been out doing some 24-hour racing. We've done some classic rallying. We've done some more traditional rallying, like the Cosworth behind me, and placed really highly when the lads have done it. We're just rejoicing really in some of our successes this year, including a double amputee, 3rd in the national championship in MX-5s. I mean, just outrageous. Driving a fully manual car, that he had the option of driving a adapted car, but has learnt instead in order to be able to drive full manual with his prosthetics.
I think everyone's there for each other. There's no one person is the centre of attention. Some of us went up to Wales and supported Davey doing his racing. Likewise, Davey's here supporting us doing the stunt stuff and training and teaching people how to do things. You're having fun whilst keeping busy, basically.
When I look at where we've come, I mean, it all started with a bit of an idea, some conversations in the pub, a sketch on a beer mat, and it's quite big now. But there's still an awful lot of work to do as we develop the educational model, and that's my next focus really, is looking ahead to going, what's next? How can we improve what we do in order to help more people? But I'm really proud of where we've come from. I think it's an extraordinary journey.